Hello y'all, welcome back to a nice and warm sunny day. It's not too hot though, but today we are putting up trellises. So what we got this time are some of these pig panels that we were using now that we've gotten the field all fenced in for the pigs. And so now we're gonna try to repurpose some of this stuff, and we'll see how it goes. So at first we were using this. This is just that 2x4 steel weld fencing, and I think I just cut my forehead on it, so I want to change that out. Yeah. When it's too tall for this guy, then, or too short for this guy, then it's definitely too short.
What are you doing, girlies?
Turn the tendrils up.
What are those that are growing?
Pole beans.
Some pole beans?
Hey, Mom, this accidentally.
Uh-oh, that's okay. Just try the best you can.
Okay.
We waited way too long to get these trellises up for these, so the tendrils on them are quite long, so they'll probably start really taking off here before too long now that they've got somewhere to grab onto.
Mama, these need to be grabbed onto.
And what are those?
Sugar snap peas.
Sugar snap peas.
I like them.
Mhm.
Whenever I go out there, I just see one ready and snap them off and ate them.
Yep. Our lettuce is just about done. We had enough for a few bags in the other morning at the farmer's market, and we sold out of those. These need to come up. They're bolting. I'm just going to give those to the pigs.
Almost we left one left.
That's true. We had one bag left. That's right. Okay, let's get to work.
Alright, so this is here.
We're just putting this one right here, right? Are we going to go ahead and redo that one and take off the piece?
Where did you want
Okay, it needs to go right here then.
okay.
Just right up against this one.
Alright, it might take out that one sunflower though.
Okay, we'll just try to watch it. In the last vlog, this is the girls' 4-H gardens, and let's see right here, these and these are trellising, but I don't know that we'll go ahead and do arches. I don't know, honey, what do you think? Or do we could just put like a 16-foot cattle panel just flush up against here and stand it up?
Yeah.
Or do you want to, since there's nothing straight across right here is what I'm wondering, it's not going to really have anywhere to go. Not another bed unless we put another bed right there, which, I mean, we could. What do you think? I mean, we can always change it later. It's not like it's permanent.
Up on this side?
Those are beans. Both, yeah. Those are lima beans, and I don't remember, some like green beans or something right there.
Okay.
Yeah, we have
Let's see. I may have a cut one, a 16-footer that I cut down that might fit better, so let me... That's 4 feet, that's 4 feet, so that's 8 feet. It's probably another 3 feet, so about 11 or 12 feet.
Yes, that's dill. That over there is cilantro, and this one is your basil.
Oh, I love cilantro.
would you like to tell, one of your biggest jobs is to come out here and prune the tomatoes, right? To help keep an eye on them. So do you want to explain how you do that?
I pull off the suckers.
And what's a sucker? Can you show us?
They're
How do you know what a sucker is?
between the other plants, in between the,
Like in the Y of the branches?
and they take all the nutrients from the plants, from the other branches,
Right.
going up there, and it's going up there. Then
Right.
the whole plant dies.
Well, it's not necessarily that it dies. It can still thrive with big old suckers on them. But remember, the thing is, you want the nutrients to go up to those bigger, your main stem, right? And not to suck all the nutrients out so you can get more fruit. Good job.
Whenever I come out here to see the tomatoes
See what it does.
and the ready, I just pick them and eat them. Well, that's the cherry tomatoes plus the...
Hey guys, so we totally we forgot to end the vlog yesterday. Whenever we were showing you what all we were doing in the garden with the new trellises that we were arching over. But we came out to do something else, so I thought we'd go ahead and just carry on with the vlog sharing this. We have been we've been struggling with our plants this year. And I've honestly never had this struggle. Okay. We haven't had this struggle before, so we believe it is the soil that we bought. We bought it from a local place I say local, it's about 30 minutes from here, but they delivered it. And we knew somebody personally that has used it, and it just raved about it, and I've read lots of good reviews about it. It is half sandy loam, half mushroom compost. Yeah, buddy. Okay, bring it over here and I'll help you. And I mean, our plants don't look terrible, but my parents planted theirs. Some of theirs even much later than ours, and their tomatoes are giant and tons of blooms. And my gut's been telling me something's been off. Things just seem, let me kind of show you here. I've got some leaf curl, and we have definitely consistently been watering. We're not over watering, but I think the sand that's in here, I mean, I watered these so good this morning and it is so dry. I think that the sand is causing it. Number one, I feel like it's lacking nutrients, and I feel like the sand is keeping it way too dry. I think it dries out way too quickly. All my times before, let me show you my established beds. I always keep a layer of wood chips over it. It really just helps keep it nice and moist underneath. These beds, you can see the difference. Let me show you here. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you.
Mama.
You can see the difference, and even my onions are already looking really good and beefy. These are carrots. They're getting really big. You can just see the difference.
I'm ready to pick the carrots.
You can just see the difference in, look at all of these onions, how big they are. And then look over here at these onions. They're the exact same onions, planted at the exact same time. Actually, I believe those other ones I planted a little bit later. And these are in this new soil. That raised bed does not have this new soil. So my gut tells me that it's the soil. So we're trying to decide. We have never had to, oh, not those, buddy, not those. Not those. We're taking them to the 4-H beds. Take them over there to the 4-H garden. I'll show you.
That one?
Yep, those over there. Yep.
Okay.
So we're going to do a few things to try to amend the soil. It takes at least like 2 weeks to get a soil tested back. And anyway, I don't want to mess with that kind of time. So we're going to do a few things that we've researched, talked to a few people about. My parents, what they did, Daddy made his own soil. So he just took a bunch of his bad dirt. Yeah, buddy. It is good for the garden. Good job. Okay. What he did was he took his bad dirt that he already had and mixed in, he didn't even really measure, but a bunch of vermiculite and peat moss. And his stuff, like I said, is going berserk. I mean, his sunflowers are, and we use the same seeds and everything. And even some of the plants that I started and gave to him, his are going nuts. So he brought me over some of the stuff he has left, and I'm going to try to just kind of expose the roots. I don't have enough to completely go over all of my dirt. I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to just try to expose the roots a little bit and kind of sprinkle it down in. Also, I've been reading a lot of good things about Bug Hut. I've been messaging back and forth some with Annette from Azure Farm, and she loves Bug Hut, and she recommended them because they're like basically liquid vitamins. I can see where it could get pretty pricey by the time you do a pretty big garden on each one. But I'm not sure. Right now we're going to start with this, and then we may order some Bug Hut. We are actually about to head to the Homestead Festival again in Tennessee. I was hoping somebody there might be selling it or something that might be an answer to our question. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and mix up some of the soil ourselves, and we're going to see if we can see any difference in about a week or so when we come back to town. So we're going to get that done. So I'm gonna say this looks like a good ratio to me. I know I should be measuring it out and all, but we are going to give this a try and see if it'll give them a good amount of boost to keep the soil nice and airy and moist. So now I'm just gonna come around the base of each plant, and I don't want to disrupt the roots, but I'm going to, there. I'm just going to kind of expose them without trying to cause them trauma. I'm going to do this to each plant, and then I'll come around here and sprinkle some of that. So we've exposed the roots here, and I'm just gonna go through. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just experimenting, and we're just gonna see if it gives it a boost. And then when we come back, from the Homestead Festival. I'm gonna see what the change has been, if any. In the meantime, I will probably go ahead and either order some Bug Hut or wait when we get there. They might have somebody as one of the vendors set up that might also be a good suggestion. So we'll see. I'm just gonna keep doing this all along there. I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here today. I will catch up with you guys after we get back so I can give a good update on how the Homestead Festival was. See you later.